you guys doing? My name is Mike. Last time I talked to you guys, I had a 2002 Honda Civic. However, now I have a 2009 Honda Civic. They're really good cars. But what I'm going to show you in this video is what to look for when you're purchasing a used car. I'm not going to teach you how to buy a car, just what to look for if you're not very good mechanically. So obviously, of course, you have to like the exterior of the car. This car right here is in beautiful shape on the exterior. Interior is in good shape too. It's just the little cosmetic things that are done to it that I didn't like. But obviously you want to come over here. You can feel the tires, see if there's a lot of tread left in them, or if they're completely bald, then you could probably try and get some new ones. Some of the things that you want to look for is if this car is a 4-door, so I'm not going to show you in every single location because I already checked this, but right here there's a VIN sticker. I only know this for a Honda. I'm not 100% on any other car, but on a Honda there's a VIN sticker. That means that there's no body work done to this section, and that there's a VIN sticker on the back door, which means that it was it's a door that was on the car when the car was created at the factory. If it's missing, that means it's replaced. There's one on the bumper, there's one on the trunk. You just want to look for that. The trunk's a little messy because I just got this car, and this is all the crap from my other car. I want to get a box and organize it and keep everything. And this is my cool new tool that I like. It's a brake caliper compressor. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. But anyway, you want to lift up this cover here. Not so much to say, okay, here's a spare tire. This one's actually a brand new spare tire. Has all its tools. That's all great and everything. But what I look for is it clean? Not that leaves and stuff like that, or it is what it is. But what I look for is rust, water, stuff like that. Because what that would mean is the trunk is leaking, or there's possibly a hole underneath. That water is getting up into the car. This car has a sunroof, so you want to check to make sure that these rubber seals that are over here, they're not all cracked and dry rotted and bad, because that would make it leak. And look inside here. Push it back. Move the rail. Move it back so you can see the rails. Does it have rust all in it? Is there rust all here? This is all metal. If there's rust here, it's a really high chance that this sunroof is leaking, and that's going to cost you money to repair in the future. Popping the hood is a lot of people pop the hood. When you pop the hood, the things that you want to look at is how does the engine look? They put this grease stuff, this detail spray all over. I gotta wipe it all off because it looks great the day you get the car, but then it's just bad from there. But some of the things that I look for is I look at the engine. This car has 85,000 miles on it, and this engine looks like it's brand new. I look at all the crevices. I look at everything. I look and see, do I touch the motor and have a bunch of residue and grease on me? If that's the case, maybe the engine has an oil leak. I look where there's seals, where the valve cover, this black part touches the silver part. This is the valve cover, and right here's a seal. Is that dirty? Is there oil all over the place? Obviously you touch it, it's gonna be dirty. There will be dirt. This is that seal that I replaced right here, the rear cam plug seal. There's no oil residue. Some of the things that you can look for is, you look for this particular part right here. This would let you know, without even driving the car, that yes, this car has anti-lock brake systems. Look where, for me, I look for easeability, for lack of a better knowledge of word. Because I work on my car, so how easy is this motor going to be to work on? Alternators right here, looks in great condition. I just push down on the belt, make sure it has a good spring back, and I just come over here, I look, and I find my transmission. I look for the transmission dipstick. If I find a dipstick that I can check my transmission fluid level, then that means that I have an open transmission, which means I can fill it and with more fluid if it gets low, or do flushes and change the fluid. If there is none, then it's a sealed transmission and I can't do any of that stuff. Looking at the motor, so I look for all that stuff. Of course, I look on the hood and I look and I find the VIN sticker. The main important thing that I do is I unscrew the oil little thingy right here, oil plug thing. It's not an oil plug, but yeah, whatever it's called. I smell it because I know the difference between a dirty burning smell and a good smelling oil. But just look inside here. You don't have to know anything that you're doing to look inside here and tell that it's clean. You know, yeah, you see the oil, that's a burnt oil, that's burning oil. You know, it's a good burn color though. But the fact that I can see in there, I can see threads in screw holes. I can really look in there and you can see a big difference between the way my motor looked in my old car versus this motor. You know, is it clean? That means that they did regular maintenance. They did very good maintenance, keeping up their oil changes and everything like that. So the engine looks beautiful. And remember that it's a used car. You know, it's not going to be perfect in here. And if that's something that, you know, like, you know, it's got wear. You know, right here there's a rub mark. It's kind of rubbed here. They had dirty hands and they touched this and it's dirty. You know, the shifter isn't perfect. You know, if those are stuff that would be like, the car is not perfect, so I want it to be perfect, then, you know, maybe you need to purchase a new car. You know, check and see. You know, you have to be happy with the interior of the car as much as the exterior of the car, but remember, I mean, if you want it perfect, then maybe you should buy a brand new car and not a used car. But you know, start it up, let it get to temperature. You want to, you know, look and see, does your RPM gauge shake? You know, is there a check engine light? You know, the temperature of the car, speedometer. You know, just check and make sure features are working, everything is working to your standards, and if it's minor things, ask them to change it. You know, if they refuse to change it, then get the price for the job off of the car and get it done by a mechanic or do it yourself, you know, whatever. But hopefully this will help you in your hunt for a used car and what to look for, whether you're mechanical, if you're good mechanically or if you're not good mechanically. You know, those are areas to look for, and just look. You know, look at my previous video, look at one of my videos where I show you engine sludge, and look at, you know, that and compare it to the way that this engine in the interior and the exterior of it looked. If you don't feel comfortable looking at these things, or you feel like you really truly do not have an understanding, then just go ahead and bring a mechanic friend with you, or request that you take the car to your mechanic. Of course, you're going to have to pay for them to check the car out, but at least you know, it'd be a small price to pay. I mean, was it going to be like 150 bucks for them to run it on a computer, inspect it, and do everything, to save you thousands of dollars later? So hopefully, like I said, hopefully that helps you purchasing a used car. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Maybe I can answer them. And alright guys, so until my next video, happy car purchasing, and have a great day.